It's a good time to waste your time with three blind squirrels. It ain't no crime. Got Cole, Will, Luke, all friends of mine. They're gonna waste your time.
And welcome in to the Waste of Time podcast. It's a wonderful day to waste your time. We are back again this week. Luke, Cole, Will, the usual host here, and today we have special guest Noah Johnson.
What is good, brother?
I'm so happy.
What is good, brother? So, how's it going, guys?
It's going pretty good.
Dude, it's going well. I got a shot in my butt not even like an hour ago, but I'm waiting for that to kick in.
This your allergy
Was there a
shot?
reason?
Yeah, it was my... What did I call it earlier? So I got to the doctor, and I've never had one of these before. I have really bad allergies right now. So I'm sure... I mean, that's pretty relatable content. I'm sure a lot of you out there can relate to that.
Yep.
But they were like, oh, do you want a sinus cocktail? I was so confused. I was like looking for the bar, seeing if the bartender had something wicked planned for me.
Cool drink idea. Like if you opened a bar and were like designing drinks,
Yeah.
it's kind of fun to do something like that.
What would be in a sinus cocktail?
A lot of tequila.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
The real answer is it'd be a shot that went in your butt. Not in your butt.
Oh, so just like a Tuesday night.
Yeah. A Tuesday night, Thursdays every other week. No, but it's just a shot that goes in the cheek, not necessarily in. I feel like I had to talk about it.
Would you rather a
I guess
shot
not.
go in the butt or in the arm? Like which one do you prefer?
Butt, I think.
Really? I do
Really?
too.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Arm, it's too visible.
Yeah, you can watch it. Yeah.
I can watch it happening. I can like tense up. The butt, it's like, oh, ooh.
It's also not your butt. It's like your upper butt. Well, I
Yeah,
guess
they-
it still is your butt, but
They
like,
call it the hip.
yeah.
We are off to a blazing start here. So wherever you're listening to us, we appreciate you joining in. We're now on Spotify. We've been on Spotify. We're now on Apple Podcasts, so that's fun.
Yay.
We're also now on YouTube. We do not have a video product yet, but the audio is up on YouTube, so
Hey,
we're working on stuff.
So now we can finally say, hit that like button, subscribe.
Smash that subscribe button.
Turn on alerts. There's a little bell next to the subscribe button to get notified when we post. Yeah, do all the things.
Personally, I love listening to podcasts on YouTube, so I think that's going to be it's going to be a big hit.
For those of you that are work from homers, just throw it on the other monitor, leave it up while you're working. It's a great option.
Yep. And so let's see, a couple updates for the podcast. So we have a new draft format that we talked about. The draft itself is the same, but for the seasons. So starting in on season 3, we now have a scoreboard. Cole won last week's draft.
Might I add handily?
Not just handily. You got over 50% of the vote. It was a landslide. That was a tough one.
That was really good for my ego. I had somebody who was messaging me like, you won this easy. And I was like, wow, I am, first honored, second flattered.
And so Cole is up 1-0 on the draft board. But basically the way we're doing the seasons now, this is season 3. And season 3 will go on until one of us gets 4 draft wins. And so there's Luke, Cole, Will, and guest slot. Noah, you'll have a chance to add to the guest slot here.
Oh, yeah, I plan to.
And so doing
It'd be
that,
cool to reveal like who the team ended up being for the guests. So like is this season 1? What season are we?
Season 3.
So in season 3, the guest team was of Noah and then
Of
whoever
the
else
winners,
would bring on.
And so
Like,
what
that'd
I
be
was
cool.
planning on doing, so we want to talking about a prize for whoever wins the season for drafts. Saying the other 2 hosts out of the 3 mainstays will buy the other one a meal, and then I'm going to look into getting a trophy, possibly just a chain.
A chain would be
dope.
sick.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And then the idea I had for if the guest won, which we can't let happen, if the guest
we
gets
can't.
4 wins, but
I'm not going to help very
of
much.
the 4 the 4 guests that win a draft, we each buy them a meal.
I like
so
that.
if guests win, it could be pricey
That's a
for us.
quadruple
They could
whammy.
be pricey. Or we could throw them in a random number generator, and whichever one it lands on gets to come back.
No. If we win, I'm going to need a meal.
All right, fair. I rescind my offer.
Where's the meal coming from, though?
What do
Thinking
you mean?
like fast
Our
food.
money.
I
Fast
mean,
food. Take him to Sonic.
Noah, are you feeling bougie?
No, I'm feeling Cane's.
Ooh.
That's good.
No,
We do like
that's
a
That's
Cane
bougie
yet.
and
like a
fast food.
$15 cap.
Did you say Cane's is bougie?
Cane's is so bougie. It's delicious.
Bad and bougie.
That's pretty good.
Something
Amigos.
newsy.
Yeah, that guy's good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now that we've established that, I say it's time to get into some questions.
What up?
I got a question.
I forgot we had our own drop. I went to make noises for the drop, and we had our own already.
Yes, a lot of work went into that, Cole. So thank you.
You didn't like my broop?
No, I loved it. I
Cool.
genuinely thought it was great. All right, first question. Would you rather have to wear wet socks on your feet 24/7 for a year, or wear dry socks on your hands 24/7 for a year? Y'all got to talk. This is a podcast. Last week, I did the first editing ever of the podcast, and one of the things I did is I had to make Max louder at times. And then the other thing is when I asked my first question, there was a solid 10 to 15 seconds of silence that I had to actually cut out because it was that bad.
Well, since you're being so importunate, I can go first.
What did you just say?
Importunate?
Is that a word?
Is that a word?
It's the word of the day.
Okay, yeah, it checks out. He's a calendar.
I'm also going to start bringing in Easter eggs into these, in which I drop word of the day and fun fact of the day randomly. This one I'm letting y'all know it's happening, but in the future I'll just drop it and acknowledge it and see if our listeners can pick up.
I feel like this is a very easy answer.
What,
Although I'm
importunate?
curious to what Noah thinks. I want to hear his thoughts first.
Yeah, I want to hear Noah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I hate wet socks, but I like they're on 24/7, no matter
24/7.
No matter
I'll
what.
say, for the sake of the argument, you don't have to worry about like cleanliness. Like they're on, but they're always clean. They're just
Right.
wet. And then the other side, I'll also say you don't have to worry about like foot rot and gangrene or stuff because basically otherwise you're asking, would you rather wear
Or
dry
lose your
socks on
feet.
your hands or lose your feet?
Yeah.
Yeah, then I'll definitely pick the wet feet. I don't want. I want my hands to be free. Like I can't just wear socks all the time. Like I've got to eat with them like that. Yeah, no. I'm gonna pick the. I'll tough it out. I'll have the wet
Counteroffer.
socks.
What if it's the toe socks? Like the ones with the little sleeves.
That's actually a good point. 'Cause
For
the-
both
They wouldn't be
hands and
full
feet.
gloves because toes aren't as big as fingers.
Yeah.
But
so
it'd
you're
be a
literally
little
wearing
knuckle
a foot glove or
foot
a foot
glove
sock
on your hand.
Okay,
So you'd have minimal like fingertip movement.
yeah, but at least there's some.
But at least there's movement.
It's not like a mitten.
How
without
much-
the
Right.
thumb.
How much does that change it for you?
It might make me go with it.
I would probably go if that was the stipulation. I would go with that.
Because, okay, to be fair, they don't go
Depends on how
super
much
far.
movement.
So those of you listening at home, look down at your own hand, first knuckle. That's about how much you'd be able to, like,
this middle one right there.
so enough to distinguish your hands or your fingers are different from each other,
Okay,
but not enough to, like, really grab a hold
your
of
thumb's
something.
not doing anything though. 'Cause your thumb's not fitting.
Yeah, your thumb's not going to be able to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't change it for me then.
That
You're
would
still
change
going with
it?
the feet.
No, that wouldn't. That wouldn't. I'm still going with the wet.
Just
That would
if you're
suck,
going.
though.
Have you ever been like hiking and you like step in a puddle or something?
Yeah, that's
or
the
you get-
worst.
ooh,
There's
there's like
sports. You play basketball with wet socks. Like that's like it's an injury hazard. You know, you can slip, roll your ankle.
inside. Wait,
In the shoe? Wait.
Wait,
Yeah.
hold
Wait.
on. I feel like
Your
an
shoes
idiot.
aren't wet.
I'm changing
Yeah,
my
but your
answer.
socks are wet in the shoe. So like it's like wearing chacos when your feet are sweating. You know, your feet get all slippery.
It's very relatable. Yeah, I'm changing my answer. It has to be wet socks. Like, I'm thinking of all the things I can't do, even with the glove. What are they?
you'd have to finger
Sock
type
gloves?
at work.
You'd have to finger type. Couldn't play video games. Couldn't. I mean, real basic stuff.
Oh, of
just
course you
couldn't do.
could. Of course, you just wouldn't be very good.
Yeah, yeah. You could still turn
Well,
on
change.
the console.
Yeah, I guess I said you couldn't do sports, but like you couldn't play basketball with socks in your hands.
Oh, you totally could.
just poorly.
Which wouldn't be very good.
No, I think that socks, okay, thumbs would be the issue, but you could get basketball is something that you could somewhat get by.
Just have to cut.
Yeah, but
I was about to say-
if it's slipping while you're trying to shoot, like
Yeah, that'd be tough.
slipping off the sock. You
Yeah,
know
that's
what I'm
true.
I was about to say thumbs are overrated, but
Andrew can't
I
catch
don't
as it
think
is, so if
It's
he's
true.
trying to catch
Andrew's
with
game
socks
wouldn't
on,
really change.
yeah,
He's shooting from the corner
that's
anyway.
true. He would just
Yeah.
So are we all on the side of dry socks, or wait, no, wet socks on your feet.
Yeah, but I almost threw that pivot in with the
That would make it more interesting.
with the gloves.
Definitely.
All right, this one is actually a listener submitted question. So
Whoa.
if you go to our Instagram, click on the bio or click on the link in the bio, there is a form that can pull up where you can submit your own questions. And so Ty submitted some that we're going to get to. His question was more of like a story one. We might save that for a different segment. But this question, no name was attached to it, but you're on an airplane. The person in front of you has their seat reclined, crowding you of space. How do you handle this situation?
You recline your own seat
You recline your own
immediately and firmly. Yeah, you go way back.
seat? So you're just passing the buck onto the person behind you.
Yeah. I have no problem reclining my seat all the way. Because they make those seats like they can only go back a certain distance
and
anyway. So
I know there are people. So I mean, obviously they give you the option to recline your seat. I know there are people that are very like self-aware of like they don't want to recline their seat back on people. Like there are people that just straight up won't recline their seats. You have no problem with it.
Yeah, I have no problem with it.
Noah, this is an interesting
cool.
question for you because
So
you're a you're a
this
big
happens.
dude.
This happens a lot to me, and I'm not gonna lie. If I have a seat, like if there's not a seat next to me and I can move my leg out, I'll be okay with it. Like on our team planes, if somebody wanted to recline and we always had an open seat, so I could just move my knee out the way. But if I can't move my knee out the way, I will sit there and I will just keep banging my knee up against the back of your seat. I won't say anything, but the problem is like I've had somebody, like I've done that because it hurt. Like it'll hurt. Like it's jamming up against my knee, and they turned around and looked at me. And then they just turn back around and push their seat up. So,
Wait, is this for team flights that you're talking about, or will you do this on a random flight?
random flight.
Wow.
Like, like I can't, because I like to sleep on a plane. Like I have a fear of heights and everything. And so like when I get up high, like I'll start getting headaches. I'll get nauseous and everything. And so I need to sleep on the plane. And if your seat is jammed up on my knee and I can't sleep, I'm gonna start doing.
It's interesting that you immediately go to like the passive, almost it's aggressive.
It's passive aggressive at first, and then it becomes very like more frequent and harder.
But instead of just like, have you ever thought about just like tapping on them and be like, hey, do you mind giving me a little more space here?
No, I'm not gonna lie to you. No,
So direct.
well, because the thing is most of the time,
Not at all.
when they recline it back, they hit my knee. Like so, when you recline it back, my knee is there.
Yeah.
Oop,
And
road,
if you do
road
that,
bump.
and then you don't, like most people, so they'll recline it back, hit my knee, turn around and apologize to me, and recline it forward. And so, so that's why I don't usually say anything.
It does
Like,
depend on the person behind you. Like, at least for me, like I'm not gonna like I say it doesn't really matter. Like I'll always recline the seat, but if the person behind me like needs a like they're like 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", like they're like big guy, whatever. Like I won't do it, or at least I'll kind of go. But like they're it's
6'1",
like 90
screw
degrees.
you.
Like those seats are straight up.
I will say it also depends on how the back of the seat is. Like sometimes they'll recline it back, and it like whatever's on the back of it doesn't hurt my knee. Like if a magazine is hitting my knee and like there's cushion in between it, then I'll be fine as long as I can. It's just about if I can go to sleep or not.
Yeah. Cole, do you have a problem with reclining your seat?
No. I was trying to think because recently being on a plane, I was thinking about what I was doing. I think I sit on a plane like a psychopath. So like every time I'm on a plane, I'm hunched over looking at my phone in my lap for whatever video I've like downloaded, like whatever show. And so my forehead is always up against the back of the person's seat. Like my head is on
That's
the
how you
seat in
sleep
front
on
of
a
me.
plane?
I don't sleep. I just watch whatever's on my phone in my lap. So I'm hunched over the whole time. Right. So if someone scoots back, little do people know, there's a little bit of leeway when you lean back. Like you can push back on that. And then they think that that's the new farthest back it can go. And so they don't have a problem. I don't have a problem because I'm pushing it forward with my face while I'm looking down and watching Peaky Blinders or whatever show I'm
Do you
watching.
sit hunched over like that the whole flight?
The whole flight. And then my neck is killing me.
Does it matter the length of the flight?
No matter.
Wait, do you like Peaky Blinders? Is it good?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I've wanted to watch or start it.
I'm like a few episodes
on my
into
list.
season 7.
Yeah, it looks so
Or
good.
not 7, 2. It's really good. That's really fun. I don't even think they have a 7th season. Anyway, so that's what I typically do. And then like halfway through the flight, I'll have to sit back and like do the stretch and like move my neck back to a normal position. Then I go right back to it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I have a fun plane story,
Definitely not good
actually.
for me.
You care if I go ahead and tell it, Luke?
Go for it.
So, you guys know, not necessarily on a plane, but whenever you're falling asleep, and sometimes there's like a urgent, like you're falling asleep, and then you like you're kind of in that like weird like purgatory, like half sleep, half awake, and you like kind of jerk awake like that, where you like kind of like you feel like you're falling. I was on a plane one time, and I was sitting next to this mom. She was probably in her 40s, and she was. I assume say what?
Do you love her?
Yes, very much so. And I was like falling asleep. And so I was on the window seat, and she was in the aisle, and I was like falling asleep, and she had her phone out just like right in front of her like this. I don't know, she was looking at something. We were still, I think, on the ground, like we were like delayed or whatever. And I was falling asleep, and I did the whole like jerk thing, and I hit her phone into the aisle, and I felt really bad. It was really awkward, and we didn't say a single word about it either. We just completely ignored it ever happened.
It's exciting.
Thank you, Cole. Cole heard none of that.
No, I did. I was in the bathroom, but I heard you. I have a similar story where on the plane during the honeymoon, when we took off, this lady was jolted and her phone fell and went all the way down in the middle aisle, all the way to the end. And then everyone worked together as one to pass the phone up the aisle all the way back to first class. And people were like videoing it like it was an event, and I don't know, it was fun.
That's pretty epic, Cole.
It's a good story.
That's great, man. I'm happy for you on that.
I think it was partly because I had music in my ears, and so I like made it more epic.
Mm-hmm.
Can we just go on? It's not a very cool story.
Okay. I still don't have time management down where we're trying to actually keep this to about an hour. So I think we're going to go ahead and move into a Liar Liar segment.
Cool.
Ooh, down for that. This is the Ben Rector.
You can't handle the truth.
Yes, it is, Will.
Okay.
Ruining our
I
drops.
thought you said it was muted.
No, it turns out that didn't work like I thought it did.
So just don't talk during the drops.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not as technically sound as I thought I was. So, Liar Liar. So, welcome in. This is the first time we're doing Liar Liar in Season 3. This is only our second episode, so that checks out logically. Basically, what this is...
We didn't do it last time.
We didn't do it last time. So, what this is I prepared 3 facts. 2 of them are true. 1 is a lie. We have 3 rounds of this. I'll read out the facts, and it is y'all's job to guess which one is the lie. We've done this twice before. The first one, I believe Parker won. He got 2 right. Cole got 1 right. Will got 0 right.
Yeah, Will's really off base when it comes to this game.
The second time we did it, Parker got 0, Cole got 0, and then Will won on the last round when y'all split your vote.
Will gave me a softball because he put it in my
in
area
Ratatouille
of
language.
expertise.
And so
Dang it.
I am still we've only done it twice, but no one's gone 3-0. I am still undefeated here. And so y'all have your chance today. And so starting in on round 1, fact number 1. Every Canadian is allowed to get a free Canadian flag from the government. However, if ordered today, current wait times exceed 100 years.
People still ordering anyway.
Fact number 2. There are 43,560 square feet in an acre. On average, a square foot of land in downtown Tokyo costs more than a square acre of land in the U.S.
Can I have a fact check on that?
That-
Are we
Is
allowed
it
to
true?
know if the first part is true? Like, are you pulling our leg with...
Oh, on how many square feet? No, it's actually 42,000.
Yeah, I was bad.
Okay, yeah, no. I can't confirm that there are 43,560 square feet in an acre.
That was going to make me angry.
And fact number 3, if you shuffle a deck of cards, you are likely holding a combination that has never existed before in history. So
I've
I'm not
definitely
even-
heard that one.
I'm not even going to touch the third one. After a math one we had back in season 1, I believe anything to be true.
I feel like I've heard something like that. I think that one's true.
Okay, so the first one, every Canadian gets a Canadian flag, but if you were to order it now, you're going to wait like 100 years. It feels very Canadian.
I think that one's false. My reasoning behind that is I think that for it to be 100-year wait, that would mean that people would have to order it whenever there was a 90-year wait and a 95-year wait, and that seems logically impossible. Who would do that for a joke, right? But there's no way that there's that many. Like, I'm sorry, I just don't believe that.
Do you think Josh Belford could get half a flag?
That's a great question.
Josh Belford, for those listening, is half Canadian.
He's a Raptors fan.
I can kind of believe the first one.
Wait, Will, is he though? Is that the lie?
No, he's
That's
not.
the lie.
He's a Grizzlies fan.
Okay, the second one, basically Japan is more expensive than America per square foot. Is that
Do you want me to reread
Tokyo
the
versus America, right?
There are 43,560 square feet in an acre. On average, a square foot of land in downtown Tokyo costs more than an acre of land in the U.S.
That feels so easily correct.
It's a pretty crazy
that
fact.
one's true. I think that one's for sure true.
I agree with Noah.
It's Tokyo, right? Like, just a poppin' city. Like, yeah, square footage there is
I
worth
can also
more.
confirm that Tokyo is not the part I'm lying about. It is Tokyo.
So it's the fact that Tokyo is worth more than America. Am I missing the second one completely? I feel like I'm on. I feel like I'm okay. I'm gonna lock in. I think one is wrong. Or
The Canadian
lie.
flag?
Yeah.
Same.
Noah, what's your thought process?
So the first one, like I would have no idea. It sounds like something. What was the third one again?
If you shuffle a deck of cards, you are likely holding a combination that has never existed before in history.
Okay, that's probably.
I don't know, people
Well, that would be
shuffle a lot of
52 to the
decks.
52nd degree, right? Is that math?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do that on my calculator.
But also, like, once you see that number on your calculator, is that going to change your answer?
yes. If it's in like the trillions, I would say so. I don't know how to do this on my computer or my phone.
Also, Will, I really want my calculator back.
Okay. It's my parents'
Will's
house.
had my calculator since like freshman year. My old trusty
I'll snag it for
TI-84.
you.
All right.
Yeah, so the first one's probably a lie then.
You're locking in Canadian flag too?
Yep.
William, down to you.
Okay, the answer to 52 to the 52nd degree is 2.97 times 10 to the 87th rad. I don't know what that rad means, but that's what that means. So I'm going to say that one's unlikely. Or that one's likely, excuse me. So I'm going to go with...
I'm gonna change my answer real quick. Sorry.
Wait.
Sorry.
Nah,
go ahead.
well,
You're not locked into anything yet
Okay.
until you are.
You are the weakest link.
Oh, number 2 is the lie.
You're going with the Tokyo?
Yeah, it feels too easy. It feels too obvious. I'm trying to metagame.
I'm with Noah.
So Noah and Will are Canadian flag. Cole is Tokyo. Cole is on the board.
Oh my
1-0.
That's right. Metagame. It was too good to be true.
43,000
Is it the
square
number?
feet. Because it would have to be a square foot in Tokyo would have to be 43,500 times the amount of an acre. Tokyo land is very expensive, but it's nowhere close to that. The fun fact on the shuffle a deck of cards, there are apparently more ways to arrange a deck of cards than there are atoms on Earth.
That's insane.
And
Well, yeah,
I
if it's
don't believe it.
2.97 times 10 to the 87 rad.
I do not believe that is the right math.
Really?
Yeah, I got 1.89.
I'm pretty sure the math on it is 52 factorial.
I don't know what that means.
That's like that would mean like 52 times 51
game
times
mode on
50
Roblox.
times 49
Oh,
times
okay.
48.
Which is
I
a
believe that's right.
big
I
number.
can't. I'm not 100% sure that's the
That's crazy, though.
formula behind it, but yeah. And then every Canadian is allowed a free Canadian flag from the government, but if ordered today, current wait times exceed 100 years. And so Cole is on the board, 1-0. Round number 2. Fact number 1. To avoid traumatic brain injury, woodpeckers wrap their tongues around their skulls in a small empty cavity to help cushion the blows. Fact number 2. Minnesota has more shoreline than California, Florida, and Hawaii combined. Fact number 3. Since 2013, more U.S. citizens have died in unicycling accidents than from shark attacks.
Your
Can you
bites
repeat
be
the second one
dangerous.
again? That may have just blown my mind.
Also,
if that's true.
the first one, all three.
Just reread it.
To avoid traumatic brain injury, woodpeckers wrap their tongues around their skulls in a small empty cavity to help cushion the blows.
Yo, why didn't we react more to that one?
I was just
What a
in awe.
psychopathic animal.
I think that Can
you imagine just your brain?
it'd be crazy, bro. Sure.
It makes sense though. They would have
I mean,
Don't it
tons of
make
CTE.
sense?
does
There's
make-
no
does
shot
make
it makes
sense, though.
sense.
so
Makes
much
perfect
CTE.
sense.
Um,
I wish I
commit
could
murder
do that.
later
That'd be
in life.
sick.
Fact number
Let me
2
try.
was Minnesota has more shoreline than California, Florida, and Hawaii combined. Fact number 3, since 2013, more U.S. citizens have died in unicycling accidents than from shark attacks.
Yeah, well, it's not sharks running rampant on the streets.
I have never been more confident.
Those would be bikes.
I've never been more confident about my answer to this liar segment. There's just no way that 2 is correct. There's no way. Combined, Hawaii's nothing. I mean, that's a tiny little state. But Florida and Colorado, there's no way.
Get
Minnesota,
wrecked, Hawaii.
there's no way. I'm sorry, there's no way.
All right.
You don't even have to talk
Will-
to me. You can go ahead and lock in.
Will
2
is locked in
fake,
the Minnesota
fake news,
one.
bro.
Let's give Cole a chance to think about it since he's one to know.
Dude,
Noah, what's your thought process here?
You know, 2 just sounds wrong, but it sounds so wrong that I almost don't want to pick it.
Unless he's doing that on purpose and he's actually just trying to mess with you.
metagame.
You know, but you said they wrap their tongue around like their brain or just
Their
like
skull.
or their skull.
Yeah. Which I'm
And
pretty sure
would-
this.
Skull surrounds the brain
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's skull and then skin. So I don't even know how your tongue would get there.
very carefully.
But I mean, I guess logically that could. What do you mean? I don't know.
The logic checks out.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with. He's trying to get me. He's trying to get me with the 2.
Do you want to pass on to Cole?
Yeah, go ahead, Cole. Go ahead.
What
Cole.
are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm locking in 1. What type of psychopathic animal is wrapping their tongue around their skull? Like, who is the. Like, evolution doesn't work that way, to where the bird just figures out, let's wrap the tongue around the skull to live longer. I just believe they get CTE. I just believe they live
What
with
is CTE?
concussions.
You said that earlier. I don't know what that is.
Concussions.
The concussion injury stuff. It's like the aftermath of concussion
Oh, okay.
stuff.
Yeah, it's like what makes 50-year-old people like kill people, and then they're like, "Oh, it was because of football."
Oh, okay. Checks out.
Yeah, it's actually
We'll
super
get there
sad.
one day.
Yeah, I'm
Noah.
working on it. I'm working on it.
I
Yeah.
played
Yeah,
tennis.
yeah, he's on it.
No, how many injuries did you have in your college career?
So in my college career, my first year, I had 2 concussions. Really, it was probably just 1. I probably just came back too early from it. But you know,
It was
there
a
that.
long one.
Yeah, and then I tore one of my labrums, but decided to play the season with it torn. And then I ended up tearing the other one during the season. Continued to play the season
Ow.
with both of them torn. And then then I got those fixed. And then other than, I had like minor ankle, but other than that, I never really, after my freshman year, I didn't miss another game. So,
Did they let you play with a torn labrum?
oh yeah, no, they advised
They
against
forced
it.
them.
They advised against it, but I just decided I was going to play.
Would you say it's common for players to hide minor injuries like that? Not that was minor, but like another, like a different kind of minor injury.
I'd say it depends on the player, probably.
Yeah.
Like if you really like the game and you really want to play and like you're a starter and like I say it's probably pretty common for them to try to like if they can keep going and be better than the person behind them, then yeah, they'll probably try and hide it. But if you don't really like it and it's like a burden to you or something, like then you'll probably as soon as you get hurt you'll be like, all right, I'm hurt. And then a lot of people just don't want to play not 100%. Like they don't want to show something that's not 100%. It just kind of depends on how you feel.
I can't speak to college side of it, obviously, but in high school, junior, 2 games in, I hurt my shoulder and I couldn't lift my arm above like the head level. Like I couldn't bring it past parallel and just hit it from the coaches because I didn't know how fragile my starting spot was or not.
I stubbed my toe one time playing tennis, and I decided to play through it. And it was one of the most brave moments of my life.
Thank you for sharing.
Also,
This
for
is a
our
safe
listeners,
space.
Noah played college football at Idaho, offensive lineman.
Yes. All All right, so Cole, are you locking in the woodpeckers?
Yeah, what a psycho.
No, what are you locking in? So Will has locked in Minnesota shoreline. Cole has locked in woodpeckers.
You know what? Since Cole went with woodpeckers, I'm going with 2. I'm going with Minnesota.
Going with
I just
Minnesota?
Noah and I are just gonna go on with the ship.
Can I make a dramatic statement?
Yes.
If woodpeckers, if this is true, I will be on a mission to end the woodpecker's existence on Earth.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Cole came out with saying sharks aren't running rampant in the streets, and I guess y'all just accepted that the unicycling accidents. So that was the lie.
Oh.
Unicycling, there have been more deaths from shark attacks than there have been from
We
unicycling
didn't
accidents.
even talk about it.
I'll be honest. Before, yeah, y'all didn't even bring that up.
Well, I had a
origi-
perfect defense.
In my lie, I originally had hot air balloon accidents, and then I thought last minute, like, you know what? That itself seems too plausible. Like, that could actually happen. Unicycling, let's just maybe make it too ridiculous for them to believe, because there's some psyche thing.
Wait, you said
I think there's two lies,
wait,
bro.
wait.
Look at Minnesota. There's just no
Also,
way.
so Minnesota is known as the land of 1,000 lakes.
That's cheating.
That
Wait,
it's
you-
shoreline.
Wait. Did you say unicycling?
I didn't think about lakes.
Yes.
And you're, dude, I totally just heard cycling. When you said unicycling,
just a
I
poorly done
100% just in my brain cut out una, and I heard cycling, and I was like, yeah, I mean, tons of people die on bikes.
Yeah.
so many lakes in
whoops.
Minnesota.
The second one was a little tricky in that shoreline also applies to lake shoreline. And so Minnesota has more shoreline than California, Florida, and Hawaii combined. And yes, woodpeckers wrap their tongues around their
Dude,
skulls.
that one makes me angry.
That is pretty insane.
I didn't know we could cheat in this
Around their
game.
skulls or brains?
I didn't know
need
this
a
meant that
photo.
much to you, Luke. Cool, dude.
Okay, so round 3, Cole has locked in at least a tie for first here. But round 3, fact number 1, hippos will die if they are pinned upside down for over 4 minutes. Liquid drains into their lungs and they will drown even on dry land. Fact number
So specific.
Fact number 2, Russia has a larger surface area than Pluto. Fact number 3, the killer whale is a natural predator of the moose.
Wait, define natural. Because it's not just happening every day.
The killer whale is a natural predator of the moose.
Oh,
Does that just mean it's
Oh,
like
so-
in the food chain?
moose can dive, right? They can dive for
Can they?
You said die.
Yeah, I thought you said
died.
no.
Moose can die. No, they're immortal.
No, I think they can dive for like a long period of time. Like they can eat the stuff off the bottom of the.
Really?
Yeah, I think.
Oh,
I
let's
think
go.
so.
The guy's coming in clutch. All right,
Now-
that one's true.
now,
you
where-
liar,
Has
Luke.
to be.
Now, where would they encounter a
Got
killer
your ass.
whale?
I mean, those things
That's
are
a really
everywhere.
good point. They don't dive to the bottom of the ocean.
Noah was asking, can moose die?
Moose are immortal.
Wait. This is really important to the fact.
Is that really how
Can they
hippos go
actually
out though? Like,
That's not how they all die.
How does a moose?
but they could go out like that?
how does
Yeah,
it?
they can.
How do they die though?
Huh?
How do they die?
A moose?
Yeah,
I really don't know. To be
I thought you were the
Age.
moose expert.
the moose expert.
You knew they
Oh,
were diving.
dive. I thought you said dive. I was like, I don't. Dive. I don't. I really don't know. I think I just heard that.
So moose can die.
How do moose dive?
I just heard that. I think I don't know if it's true or not. Like that's just random.
I think they're really top load heavy.
Maybe they have
they're just
big lungs.
just-
I don't know.
Do they float? The antlers float?
No, I mean not if they're diving.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's
Actually,
the
I
lie.
do think there's air pockets in horns.
For, podcast
Such a
listeners,
lie.
all of you. Cole just gave a face like, nope. Okay, so
Oh my gosh. Okay. So hippos drown being on their back in 4 minutes. Is that an average or is that like at 4 they're dead? I assume it's an average.
for over 4 minutes.
Oh, 401 see ya.
You go.
Okay. That makes no sense to me because they're in water all the time. That means they're always just. Well, I guess how often are they on their back? That's the deeper.
I mean, they're in
question.
water a lot though, and they're tussling around, so they're upside down. Probably not for longer than 4 minutes, though.
What was number 2?
Russia has a larger surface area than Pluto.
Yeah,
I think he's trying to trick us with that one.
That one's just one that I can't even.
I think he's trying to trick us with that one.
I think if Pluto were still considered a full-blown planet, I'd be a little more willing to give in to that.
Yeah.
But
Like at one point, it was considered a planet, you know?
Yeah, but they took that back. They
Yeah.
knew that it had less surface area than Russia, and they were like,
Well, I thought we were saying that was a lie. Yeah. I don't know. I have my answer.
You want to give your answer?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that. The second one is a lie.
The Russia?
I think Russia is smaller than Pluto.
Okay.
I
surface
think
area.
I was gonna say that out loud today.
Cole?
I'll go number 1.
Hippos?
Yeah.
Noah?
No, natural predator. I need to go back to this. So, like, does that mean just like killer whales have killed moose, or are
They
they
can.
like they actively hunt moose and like they've killed a lot, like all the time?
The
They've
killer
grown
whale is a
legs.
natural predator of the moose.
To me, that means they hunt.
They hunt. Okay, well, all right, whatever.
Yeah, let's get Andrew's
Andrew,
guess
come
on
here.
this. Do one of y'all mind sharing a mic with him real quick?
Yeah, here you go.
So, Andrew, just quickly, round 3, a liar, liar. Fact number 1, hippos will die if they're pinned upside down for over 4 minutes. Liquid drains into their lungs, and they will drown, even on dry land. Fact number 2, Russia has a larger surface area than Pluto. And fact number 3, the killer whale is a natural predator of the moose.
Number 3 is that killer whales are a natural predator of a moose. That is one of the. What, am I picking out a lie? Is that the?
Yes.
Man, this is
Noah says they can dive.
Moose.
Noah's
I think they
saying
can
that moose
dive,
can
and they
dive.
eat off the bottom of the. But I don't know where they would encounter.
That's
a killer whale.
that's my question. Is where would the killer whale be encountered? That's the question. Has everyone else already answered? Does everyone know the answer?
Noah has not answered.
Okay.
Will locked in Russia. Cole locked in the hippos will die thing.
To me, I think natural predators means they have the
So-
ability to kill.
Cole already has one. All right, I'll go with 2 then.
You'll go with the Russia?
Yeah, I'll go with 2 then. Oh wait, that would be a 3-way tie. Yeah, no, I'll go with.
It's going to be in a one-way tie, a loser, or a 3-way tie.
Go with 3. I think you should go with
Yeah,
3, Noah.
I'll take 3 then, just so I can.
The killer whale.
Just so we both don't end up with 0.
I think the killer whale. No, I'll go with 2.
Wait, so which one? Which one has not been taken?
The killer whale is a
I'm
natural
going to
predator.
go with the killer whale, just to be different.
All right. Well, Andrew finishes 0. 0 of 1.
It's a tough one, though.
Noah and Will finish 0 for 3, and Cole goes 2 for 3. Cole
I'm the
wins this
champion.
one. Hippos will
a
not die if
specific
they're
lie.
pinned
They wouldn't go
upside
out
down
like
for
that.
4 minutes.
I knew they wouldn't go out like that.
Honestly, I don't know if you'll remember this, Cole. It's like one of the first season of Monk. There's like an episode where a guy's skydiving, and then what's it called that examines the body after
Autopsy.
autopsy? In the autopsy, yes, the coroner filled his lungs with water to make it seem like he drowned above ground, and that's kind of where I got the filling with lungs.
Yeah, to me, I mean,
Pretty
Drowning
dark,
thing.
Luke.
tell me a hungry
pretty dark, man.
hippo dies from water.
Yes.
No shot.
No. So Russia has a larger surface area than Pluto. Russia has 6.66 million square miles, and Pluto has 6.4 million square miles. So just barely bigger. Russia
Oh,
than
it's like
Pluto.
super close.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
close.
interesting that it's that close.
Then killer whale is a natural predator of the moose. I think they straight up like will hunt them up in the northern areas.
Imagine
when
if
it's
the
cold.
roles were reversed, though. How cool would that be?
That would be pretty baller.
Moose were.
If moose were actively hunting sharks,
That would
Sorry,
be
killer
crazy. Which would be, I mean,
they
very
can
impressive since
dive.
they can't die. All right, now we are going into the draft.
With the first pick in the 2021 draft.
Welcome in to the draft. So the draft drop we had last time, comes up as copyrighted as on YouTube. So
Okay.
we're changing it
Right.
up, see if this one works out. And so today's draft, Noah will have the first pick. As a matter of fact, since Cole had the first pick in the last one,
Yes, sir.
moving over to Noah, we are drafting the best cereals.
Yep.
So this is actually the first food draft I think we've done.
Yep.
Which there are a lot of food draft options, but going with the best cereals. Before we get started, just very quickly on this, is cereal a breakfast food or a snack? Because there was the debate that some psychopaths were having.
I want to hear Noah's thoughts before.
Oh yeah, because we've already
So
talked about this.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm too big just to eat like one bowl of cereal. So like I'm gonna have to eat.
100%.
I'm gonna have to eat 2 bowls of cereal for it to be like a breakfast. So I guess, and like if you want to go, I still think like I would consider it a breakfast though. Like I would get cereal for my breakfast. I wouldn't need anything other than that. I would just have to eat 2 bowls.
Yeah.
Now the size, so maybe it would be considered a snack since I have to eat like multiple quantity. But I think that's just because I'm big.
So it's purely quantity like directed.
Yeah, I guess that the quantity directed would be the only reason why I would call it a snack. Other than that, I think it's a breakfast now. Because like if donuts are a breakfast, like they're super. Like I would consider donuts a breakfast, and I feel like cereal's just kind of like in the same thing.
I feel like cereal is a breakfast food that you can eat as a snack, but its primary purpose and what you typically buy it for is for a breakfast food, but then you can use it as a snack. It's not a snack that you can have for breakfast. I think that is ludicrous.
I think it depends on the actual cereal. Like, I don't think you could. If you eat like a bunch of bowls of Captain Crunch, I don't think that is considered breakfast. I don't know. And like I can see why someone would say like a donut would be a breakfast because people will make it like their first meal they eat. But like, I just don't see that as being a breakfast. I don't know. That's just me though.
Oh, I 100% think it's a breakfast.
Okay. Just had to get that debate out of the way.
Yeah.
Noah, you are on the clock. Give me a little point before you make your pick, and we'll get a nice little chime in here. I will say I have the second pick, and there is one that I really want to fall for me. So,
Ooh.
What is your pick?
I'm gonna have to go with Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Gosh, dang it.
It's so
Come on,
good.
you knew that was coming.
There's
Like,
just
No,
no
I
shot.
didn't.
we've
I
had this
didn't
debate
know.
too many times for you to know. Easy number 1, easy.
That is devastating to me. It is.
That's a tough one.
There are some picks that I will ridicule if they're made in this draft. That is not one of them. It is in a tier of its own for me because it's, there are plenty of different like chocolate cereal options. There are plenty of different kind of sweeter, fruity options, but there's really just one good cinnamon option.
Yep.
The milk afterwards. That was a great pick. I might be voting for Noah.
It's amazing.
That's concerning. Okay. Dang it.
That might just swing that's so, yeah.
Dang it.
So many people are going to do
Yeah.
that.
Okay, now I'm tilting.
I want to say one thing. I want to say one thing about Cinnamon Toast Crunch before we go to the next pick, though. I do think it's way better when you first start eating it, and it's still really crunchy.
Yeah.
When it gets soggy, I will say it's nasty. I mean, the milk is good because you got the cinnamon in it, but when it's, no way. But, yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. I have the number 2 pick then, and I will have to go. I think I'm going to go with Lucky Charms. I like Lucky Charms a lot. The marshmallows are delicious, and if you save it, for me, will make sure to save like 3 or 4 marshmallows for like the last bite. It's great. Lucky Charms, can't go wrong.
Yeah. I was debating on whether I would go a fruit option. That's one of the top ones.
Is it really a fruit
That's
option?
not
though?
fruit.
It's just
Fruity
marshmallow.
flavored.
Is it?
It's sweet, like it's
Yeah.
like not chocolate.
That's true. That's true.
All right, Will, you're on the clock.
Okay, I'm gonna go with.
If it's what I think it might be,
I don't think.
you can take it with your last pick if it's what I think it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Captain Crunch.
Oh,
I just and I'm going with the berries.
Whoa,
we're probably
berries.
are we gonna like specialize like
All berry?
I don't know.
no not oops all berries
okay,
that will give you
okay.
diabetes.
All berries.
That is one of
Shout
the
out
most
Asher.
hilarious marketing gambits of all time. Whoops! I didn't mean to do that.
Whoops!
All
I
berries.
accidentally made them all
Whoops!
berries.
Gave you diabetes. What is the what
Whoops,
is
very delicious.
what's the stipulation here with? Like, I'll just say Captain Crunch. That'll just because it's
just
all
want-
good.
Oh,
yeah.
please no. Please let him
Well,
specify.
you can't like. I prefer the berries, but just go ahead and put it down as Captain Crunch. That's
Yeah,
a childhood thing.
I don't
We
think
gotta know.
someone else can take a Captain Crunch.
Boo.
It's so good, man. And the craziest thing is that you can keep it in your milk for 45 minutes and it's still crunchy.
I can't believe you're taking that one.
Captain
Out of
Crunch.
the Captain
Here's
Crunch.
my one
That was
problem
solid.
with it. It'll give you mouth sores if you have.
100%.
Roof of your
For
mouth
sure.
is bleeding
Definitely,
after
for
2
sure.
bowls, dude. It's
But that's character
over.
building.
Yes. I love Michael Keaton. All right.
I don't.
Cole is
Okay.
on the clock.
So-
and wait, so this is interesting though. You'd think after Cole makes this pick, then it would be Noah's pick.
What happens after that, though?
No, so you'd think it would be Noah because he started off this first round,
Right,
but
'cause
it's
he was the
actually
first pick.
it's a snake draft, and so what that means is Cole will actually get another pick after that. The order reverses as
goes
you go to
back
the
to back?
second round. Yeah, he goes back to back.
reverse.
And so then it went Noah, Luke, Will, Cole, but in the second round it goes Cole, Will, Luke, Noah. And then it'll switch
No,
again.
you had
in the
that.
third.
You had the second round backwards.
No,
'Cause
that's supposed to be backwards.
Oh,
That's like
That's
when
a
you play
snake
a
draft.
Taylor Swift song in reverse and it's satanic. Y'all have heard that, right? There's like a satanic.
I can't say that.
It's the Illuminati. You play like
yes, a snake draft is exactly
Like,
like
that
playing
one's
a
the
Taylor
lie.
Swift backwards and it's saying
you play like
Hail Satan.
teardrops on my guitar backwards. It says,
eardrops
like,
on my
Hail
guitar. Is that
Satan.
what you just said?
Yeah.
Eardrops.
No. Teardrops.
Oh.
Teardrops.
I hate when eardrops are on my guitar, dude. That sucks.
All right, it's Cole's pick.
I'm really pissed. Okay, to clarify, I can't take peanut butter Captain Crunch
I've never had that. Don't take it though. That's
because
I don't think so.
I think it's one. Okay,
It is. That is the one that I was struggling over because it is so significantly different that it doesn't have any Captain Crunch in it.
Yeah.
Like,
For the record, it's 100% different and 100% better. It
never
was
had it.
what I grew up on.
Solid. It's solid.
It would be my 101 right here.
so you're so hurt that
I'm very upset
man,
that
that
not
sucks.
only was Captain Crunch taken, but not even the one that I wanted to take 101
sorry,
or
man.
104.
shoot, if you.
Sorry.
I don't think he.
I don't think so. I
I'm
think
like-
for
Okay,
the
that's
simplicity of
fine,
the
that's
draft,
fine.
we can't do it.
That's fine. Okay. So because of that, I'm kind of throwing my favorites out the window because the rest of them will not get votes. I'm going to cater my first and second pick to votes alone. So welcome Frosted Flakes to the team.
Boo!
Frosted Flakes 104.
I wanted that.
Frosted Flakes are
So good.
far and away the most overrated cereal.
So wrong.
They are
Definitely
not
overrated.
Underrated.
I
Call that
actually-
a good pick.
underrated.
Yes.
How can they be underrated?
'Cause only
They're not
champions
They
good.
have a
Frosted
mascot
Flakes.
that's on TV.
Exactly. Tony the
Oh,
Tiger.
that's a good point.
Wait, if you're
they're
concerned
overrated.
about cinnamon
Do you know
toast
what-
No,
crunch being
that's why I'm
soft,
saying they're overrated.
Frosted Flakes at the end.
Frosted Flakes is so good.
They're cornflakes
Would
that
you
are a
even
little
say-
frosted.
You want to
They're great.
No, they are not great. They are the bottom tier of the frosted cereals.
That wasn't where I was going. I didn't think you were. Yeah,
you
yeah.
really
that was good.
missed
Though.
it.
It was
My
good,
brain's
though.
on it though.
Yeah.
Okay, so Frosted Flakes would be my first.
Waste of a pick.
Yeah, well, I also get a
Keep
mascot.
catering.
Yeah, okay, I'll keep catering.
He gets a freaking
Cocoa
tiger on
Puffs.
his team.
Number
That's a good pick.
the next one.
You just got
Um,
Ty's vote.
Hello, Ty.
Sucks.
Welcome to
If
the
I had
team.
taken, I guess you would have taken Captain Crunch anyway.
I would have taken Captain Crunch 101 and then one of the two.
This has just got interesting.
I'll give you the Cocoa Puffs pick because I bashed your Frosted Flakes pick. Cocoa Puffs would have been my pick coming around. That is top 3 milk.
Yeah, I agree.
Solid.
Yo, that's a milk if I've ever seen one. Well, Luke, you want to hear a secret that only the audio listeners will hear?
Please.
I don't even really like Frosted Flakes. That's a completely cater pick. Like, they're fine. They're
I
good.
hate you.
I drafted it for the picks.
You could have let
Now
me
that
have it,
there's
man.
an ultimate winner, you drafted the worst Captain Crunch version of Captain Crunch. I am not holding
Hey,
back.
but you don't even get peanut butter though. I get the whole
That
thing.
is
I will say, though,
Are
Tony
you
the
gonna
Tiger,
specify on
that
his
dude's
pick,
got
though?
the...
No, it's just Captain Crunch, the logo, man.
Oh, let's see.
Tony the Tiger
Whoops.
is the Thor of cereal.
You're an idiot. Is mine next?
Are you saying okay? Are
that a
you
good
saying
thing
He's got a V-shaped body. He's hot. I don't know.
okay?
They're gay. Okay.
Do you think there's a innuendo in Frosted Flakes anywhere?
Undoubtedly,
We can move on.
I think what sponsored by Imitation Frosted Flakes with Terry the Tiger. Their food.
Okay, so
It's my turn,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yes, you're up.
Okay, well, I was gonna go Cocoa Puffs because it's a great pick, but
Thank
I don't
you.
even know if you really like it or not because you're just a frosted flake yourself. So I'm gonna go with
Frosted flaky, am I right?
that was what I was going for.
Josh would really agree with that.
Was that in
He
parentheses?
thinks I'm a flake.
All right, I'm going with Koala Crisp, baby.
That was the one?
Give it to me.
a good
I want
one.
the organic chocolate Koala Crisp cereal. Talk about childhood, baby. Looks like a little rat poop. Great. It's so good. You never heard of Koala Crisp?
No one can't believe it.
What?
I mean, let me pull it up. Hold on.
I've
No,
It's
I
gonna
never
blow your
know
even
what it
heard
is.
of it. Seen it. In the
Well,
grocery
it sounds
store?
like you haven't
Never
lived
seen
yet,
it.
brother.
Guys, I'll be honest. My last pick, y'all will never see coming, and it will be what wins me every vote.
Yep.
You like that?
Not like Frosted
I've
Flakes.
never seen that in my
It's got a
life.
koala on
Never
it.
seen that before.
I actually have seen it in my life.
This is the old box in
in
case.
Will's pantry.
What's the new box?
That's the old box.
Oh, no.
The new box is
can't
you don't
be
care.
Okay, can I go back to? Okay, I know we don't have time to do this, but Captain Crunch on the back had hella games.
It did.
Best
That's a really good point.
games on the
Wait,
back
which
of
team
Captain
drafted
Crunch.
Captain Crunch?
We can move on.
was me.
Which team drafted Frosted Flakes and doesn't even like them?
What a terrible sellout pick.
do you mean?
You drafted
You
a
can't even-
terrible cereal for a
I'm
sellout.
telling. No. I went into this thinking if Captain Crunch makes it back to me, I'm gonna do a Homer pick the whole way through, all four.
Do you even
Will
have
just
preferences, like in general, or just kind of go with the wind?
I mean, my preference is winning.
All right, I'm going with a pick
Like,
here.
you with that?
I'm going to go with a pick here that I think Noah would take. It is a Jonathan tradition. I'm going to go with Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs, peanut
Beat 'em
butter
up, beat 'em
chocolate
up, beat 'em
flavor.
up.
If I can't get Cocoa Puffs, I got to go with Reese's Puffs. They are delicious, and that's one I do not. If I were to not consider a cereal a breakfast, it would be Reese's Puffs because that is the ultimate midnight snack. That my memory with that is me, Noah, Andrew would all go over to Jonathan Dellery's house, shout out, and steal all of his Reese's Puffs in the middle of the night while we're playing 2K.
Yeah, you definitely got Jonathan's vote.
I will say this.
Andrew just said thank
I've
you.
never had Reese's Puffs, but I have heard that they don't taste that similar to Reese's peanut butter cups. Is that true? Or
That is true.
That's
Okay.
They are delicious, though.
Okay.
good, though.
All right, now we move on to Noah, who took, gosh dang it, took Cinnamon Toast Crunch with the first pick. Now he is on the clock.
I'm on the clock. Yeah, I got back-to-back here.
You do have back-to-back here. That is how a snake draft works,
Yeah,
crazy
I
enough.
was just making sure. I think I was really going to pick Reese's Puffs for Jonathan, but, I guess you took that. I'm going to take Fruity Pebbles here. I'm going to take them.
Interesting.
Yeah.
take
I don't like
Fruity
Fruity Pebbles.
That's definitely it's in my top 5 for sure.
Fruity Pebbles. I've never been a big Fruity Pebble guy.
Is that the Flintstones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll get a specific.
Super popular. That's probably a good pick. Safe
Yeah,
pick.
great sellout pick, Noah.
Good job,
No,
Cole.
Noah.
Noah.
I would probably put Fruity Pebbles at 3 for me. Honest, if you want me to be
really?
completely honest, like I would have Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Captain Crunch, and then Fruity Pebbles.
See, I respect that
get
because it's his preferences, and he's going to draft them.
Yeah, I actually do respect that aspect of it. I don't respect the actual cereal aspect of it because it's garbage.
I understand. A lot of people feel that way. They get really soggy really fast.
Yes.
A lot of
Do
people
they?
hate
That
They're
is a
small,
problem.
right? That's the
small.
thing.
Yeah, and then,
that's
so
the
they're going to
problem.
get soggy really fast. But you know me, I'm shoveling stuff in my mouth.
Guys,
Okay.
I was Googling looking
seen
for
those
more
in store.
cereal, and I just
that's a real
found
cereal,
oatmeal
I'm down.
cream pie cereal. And I'm disgusted / interested. I'm actually, I'll get these.
willing to experiment.
I will,
with my cereals.
I will be buying these.
Have y'all seen? Sorry if I'm spoiling a pick here. Have y'all seen the Sour Patch Kids cereals?
Yes.
No, that sounds horrible.
Sounds
though.
disgusting.
Oh, they are so bad.
Imagine that with milk. It would just be. Ugh.
Wait,
Yeah.
while we're on the topic of really disgusting looking cereals,
Y'all
Josh
had
Belford,
Fruited Flake? wait, I
Fruited
combined.
Flakes.
Fruited Flakes. I hate Fruited Flakes.
I hate
Dude,
Fruited
Fruited
No,
Flakes.
Josh
Flakes.
had this Oreo cereal, and it just
Oreo
looked,
O's.
yeah, it looked like mouth decay. That's all it looked like. It looked like
Tasty mouth decay.
it was just
That was my nickname.
Someone
in high
told me
school.
those are
mouth
really
decay.
good though.
Sorry, man. Oreos.
Yeah, I heard that they were really good.
I could see it potentially
All right,
being
you
good. It
draft
just
them?
looked just horrible.
God no.
No, I'm a
Are they good
self-respecting
enough?
human. All right, Noah is on the clock with his second pick on this turn.
You know, I haven't had these in a while, but I do remember getting them as a kid, and I was always really happy with them. And I'm gonna have to go with Golden Grams.
Ooh, that's a good pick.
I am gonna have to.
That was a sleeper pick for me.
I haven't had that in a
Yo,
while.
low
It was
key.
really good.
Okay, so I know
Solid.
I'm really on the hardcore breakfast only for cereal. Golden Grams is 100% can be a snack.
That's a great dry
That's a
cereal.
snackable
Just
one.
eat it out of
Solid
the box.
dry cereal.
Yeah, it's one of the better dry cereals.
Yes, I agree. I completely agree with that. Golden Grams are great. They changed up the recipe, and they aren't nearly as good. And
Luke's like in the factory.
I'm not. So no,
really?
the only reason I know that is because they also now have original recipe Golden Grams right next to it, just branded as like retro original recipes, and those are so much better.
Okay, well, I haven't had it in a while, so I probably the original ones is definitely.
Yes, those are definitely a move. All right, so Noah took Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Fruity Pebbles, and Golden Grams, and I am back on the
That's
clock.
a well-rounded list.
That is,
I think Noah's got a
well-rounded
good draft so
list.
far.
I agree, except for the Fruity Pebbles. That's
It's going to
garbage.
get votes, though.
That's
You know it
packing
will.
peanuts. I will go with. There are really three that I really want left on my board. I will go with what is my second best milk after any of these cereals. So I think Cinnamon Toast Crunch has the best milk at the end of it. I will go with Honey Nut Cheerios.
Wow.
Dang, I thought I was gonna get that.
Yeah.
They are
That's a good pick.
very tasty.
Solid.
Solid. Man, we're going to have controversy here in a second. We'll wait till it gets to me. But we're going to have controversy.
Okay, are you
pick's
planning
gonna
on
be-
taking this separate Cheerio?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that should be okay.
We'll see.
I
We'll see.
think
We'll
I'll
see.
probably agree with that.
That's
Yeah.
depending on.
They are
I-
Cheerios are so
I know one that's better.
regular Cheerios. Actually, no,
this
I
is
do.
so
There
much
is
content right now.
there is a another Cheerio that I'm really not sure. I discovered it recently that I might like more than Honey Nut, but it doesn't have the same milk quality, so that's a tiebreaker for me. Going on to Will.
The mouthfeel just
The
is
mouthfeel.
really not there.
Mhm.
I'm going to go with...
Koala Crisp. Oh wait, no, that was your
I already
second
took
round
that
pick.
one. Wait, which team has Koala Crisp? I'm gonna
Yours, and you can have it every time.
I'm gonna go with a cereal called O's. Have y'all ever heard of that?
Yes,
actually,
I have.
O's are good.
They're
It's
good.
number 2 on the cereal with the most sugar on the planet.
Wow,
It's really, really good.
I would've
O's is
considered it
good.
my last.
However, I will say, just like Luke was saying, they had an old recipe, and it was amazing. And they just changed it, and it's hot garbage. And so I don't even buy it anymore.
Oh, it's from Honeygram.
Yeah, the old O's is very good. It's this little O, little circle, and it's got all this good stuff in the middle, and it's so tasty. Honey, it's very, very good. Very, very, very good milk and mouthfeel.
solid.
What was your second pick again?
Oh, wait. Oh, it's Koala Crisp.
All right.
Boo.
I'm sorry. You don't even know what it means to pick your own freaking cereals, man.
Well, I'm about to.
Why don't you...
That's a good
Well,
point.
he's about to.
I'm
he
about
said
to.
his first picks were sellout, and he still went
My
Frosted Flakes.
my first two picks.
Yes,
were
and then
sellout.
now these are Homer picks.
Yeah, these are Homer picks. But I think I'm going to get a little bit of the healthy
Raisin
community.
Bran.
And I think it's more well known than Koala Bits. What was it?
Sorry, I'm healthy. It's organic, man. I'm saving koalas in the rainforest. I'm not even kidding. By the way, every box you buy, $1 goes to saving the. I'm not even kidding.
Are you
Goes
are
to
you
saving.
sponsored by?
I'm just saying,
koalas are
it's
nasty,
Enviro
like,
Kids
nasty
Organic
personality.
Koala Crisp. I
Wait,
love
it's
seeing-
made by Enviro Kids.
Yeah, it's called Enviro Kids.
Don't they carry
Kids.
diseases
That's
too?
disgusting.
Koalas?
Okay.
No, they're super cuddly.
Wait. No, because
They're
when we had
so
when we
infected
had
with
Hans
disease.
when we had
Cap.
Hans on the pod, we had our
Not
is
Cap.
this real life segment bringing our news articles, and Hans brought in his news story on how koalas have AIDS or something like that.
Okay, well, that's obviously what the cereal is trying to solve. They're trying to cure koalas of
Koala
AIDS.
Chris are trying to cure.
Also, it's just HIV. They haven't gotten AIDS yet.
okay.
Yes.
So now
Not with
Cole
Enviro
has,
Hopefully.
Kids.
Cole has Frosted Flakes, sellout, and Cocoa Puffs.
All right, so my third one, not sellout. Used to have these all the time. They're not healthy at all, but people like pawn them off as healthy. Honey Bunches of Oats.
Okay.
One of my favorite unique textures. Every bite's a little different. It's the Chex Mex of cereal.
Gesundheit.
What's up? What's everyone laughing about?
No, see,
I just think that's a really crappy pick.
Cool.
I think Honey Bunches of Oats are just not as good as O's. Like I would pick O's over.
Right.
I love you, Noah.
But I like that pick. I like that value.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sounds like
It's
you got
good
the
value.
consolation prize.
I think it'll hit a different
value on the
audience. And then my next one, which might cause a little bit of, I don't know, scuttlebutt. That's not the word of the day, but thought I'd throw it
My
in.
nickname in high school.
Is Honey Nut Scooters.
He just straight up just said Honey Nut Scooters.
That's not a cereal. There's no way.
This is an off-brand Honey Nut Cheerio. It's off-brand.
Oh, dude, that's made in Taiwan.
It's the bagged version of Honey Nut. Oh my gosh.
That's camp
What
cereal.
just happened?
That's an L. That's an L.
Yeah, I love great value filet mignons.
He sold out with his first pick to take Frosted Flakes, but then he comes back in the fourth to take Honey Nut Scooters.
So I know everyone's laughing right now, but I guarantee when people see the bag, they'll remember their parents that couldn't afford Honey Nut Cheerios and went to Honey Nut Scooters bagged.
Poor person brand of my pick.
He's trying to get a certain demographic of
No.
his votes.
Man of the
And
masses.
you know what the name Cole means? Man of the people. Google it. Google it. Cole is man of the people.
Oh my goodness.
And I
You're
am a man of the people, and I will stand that Honey Nut Scooters
Don't say that.
is
Don't you
better
dare.
than Honey Nut Cheerios.
Hey, I'm
Every
willing to
day
try it,
of
but I'm
the
telling you,
week.
you're wrong.
I can't say you're wrong. I didn't know Honey Nut Scooters was a thing.
I've never had them.
No, I've had like cereals in the bag, like the off-brand.
Yeah, they're
but
great.
I've never had those. I guess.
Okay, wait. What am I writing down for your pick?
Honey Nut Scooters. All right.
That was way sneakier than mine. That was good.
So, okay, we don't have to keep defending it. We'll just let the record show. And the amount of people that DM me how much they love Honey Nut Scooters is going to be more than last week.
If you get one person DM you that they love Honey Nut Scooters, I'll buy you a bag.
I almost want. Oh, really?
Yes.
My screenshot.
Is that your
As long
meal
as
if you
okay,
win
as
all
long
the
as
drives?
you can't
not
you can't
provoked.
prompt them.
Non-provoked.
Okay.
Yeah, non-provoked Honey Nut Scooter love.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. I just think it's more bang for your buck. Tastes the exact same as Honey Nut Cheerios. Better, in my opinion, because the bag adds a different quality.
Okay.
Excuse me?
It's like how wine is in barrels, you know?
Oh my gosh. It's aged
It's really
in
the
plastic wrap
vessel.
for
It's the
13
vessel in
hours.
which it's delivered.
Oh man. Okay, we're moving on to.
Respect that. You really went like extremes on both of your.
I think it's a wide net.
I respect that.
All right, we're moving
I
on to
don't respect
Will.
that.
He has Captain Crunch Koala Crisps.
Wait,
and
hold on. Can you go
O's.
back? The Captain Crunch, is it peanut butter or is it berry?
It's the whole thing.
Yeah, I really.
Maybe.
Captain Crunch.
Okay, I'm gonna
The
go
photo better be
with my
berry.
last.
Yes.
That's fair. I can live with
It'll
that.
say Captain Crunch, so it encapsulates all of it.
Don't do oops all berries.
But
That's
the,
important.
But
Because that
oops, all berries.
it's
the
not
best.
bad,
Shout
but
out
it's-
Asher.
What do you mean it's not bad?
it's good, but it's not what I was voting. Well, it's
Okay.
not what I,
Okay.
It's the worst
Your
of the
pick.
series.
It's the
though.
plantains
Yes.
of fruits.
If we wrap
I
this
will
up
try
quick
the peanut
enough,
butter,
we'll
though.
be close to our goal.
Sorry.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go with my last pick. I'm gonna go with a Kellogg cereal. Actually, I don't think that's been
You
drafted.
can't have
yet.
them all.
I'm gonna go with Smart Start. And Smart Start is such. You know what? Scratch that. I'm going with Cracklin' Oat Bran. I'm not even kidding. All right, we're gonna go with Cracklin' Oat Bran. The trick to Cracklin' Oat Bran is to put a ton of milk in it, and just so it's like swimming in milk. I was trying to decide between Smart Start and Cracklin' Oat Bran, and y'all teetered me.
Crackling oat. Oh,
Yeah,
I
with
know
the-
this.
yeah, it's
This is
good.
what you put on ice cream.
It's good. It's good. It's good. I actually think it's a really good cereal, and it's healthy too. I think. Have you seen
Okay,
that?
I have seen that.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think
good.
some
that
people
makes me feel better.
put this in the freezer and then put it on ice cream as a topper.
I've never tried that.
I've heard that.
Okay.
It's good. It's
Now
in
that I
little
see the
squares.
box, the pick makes a little more sense because I've seen the box before.
What a horrible name. Like, I'm not arguing that the cereal might be good. The name sucks. Cracklin' Oat Brand.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Don't judge a book by its
What about
title.
Cracklin' O's?
Combo. Little collab.
Koala Cracklin' Oats.
Koala.
Captain.
Captain Koala.
This is a hilarious article.
All right, moving on. I'm going to finish out my draft here. I have Lucky Charms, Reese's Puffs, Honey Nut Cheerios, and I am... Okay, I will go with one that it's a better theory than it is... No, the cereal's still great.
Theory.
But, like, in theory,
Okay.
it should be the 101.
Sure.
In actuality, it's still probably around my 6-7 range. As unhealthy as it can get, I'm going with Cookie Crisps.
Yeah, I just can't, man. The mouthfeel is garbo.
Oh, let's go. That's all I care about. Cookie Crisps, I think they're still delicious. If they were more genuine cookies, then oh man, I mean, I guess a lot of health concerns there, but
Yeah. It's
but
a
I still think they're
4.4
very
star
good.
on Google.
I think they're a pretty good snack cereal if you need it in a pinch. But Cookie Crisps, I like them,
Yeah, it's
I like
4.4 out of 5 stars.
and it kind of rounds out my draft. It's each of my picks kind of hits a slightly different market.
Yeah, I agree.
But all right, so that is what I have. So Noah has Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Fruity Pebbles, Golden Grams, and this last pick here.
Found it out.
I'm not gonna lie to you. This might shock y'all, and it is a seasonal cereal.
Ooh.
But I'm gonna go with it because I when it comes around, I always get it, and I'm going with Count Chocula.
Man.
I'm going with Count Chocula. It is a solid cereal, and it is honestly when I see it in stores, I buy 4 boxes just so I can have it. I don't eat it very often, but it's solid.
What is it? What is
What
it?
season does it come? Is it Halloween?
Halloween.
Yeah.
What kind of cereal is it? I've
It's
seen it.
chocolate.
It's chocolate. Okay.
It's chocolate. I believe it has chocolate marshmallows. I haven't had it in a while, but
That sounds good.
yeah.
So Count Chocula, when Cole was talking about how about Tony the Tiger, one of my first thoughts was Count Chocula would just destroy Tony the Tiger in
Sure.
a fight. He's
Do you want to know Count Chocula's
Vampire.
tagline?
yes, please.
I want to eat your cereal. That was the tagline from 1971 and 2010.
Oh, that'll hook you.
They don't have a new one. They retired all taglines.
Because there's a series of Count Chocula, Frankenberry, and Boo Berry. Those are all related cereals.
Interesting.
Blueberry is okay. I like Count Chocula the best.
Yeah.
So
All right.
I wonder if Cracklin' Oat Bran has a tagline.
All right, so now we have finished out our drafts. I'll read through them right quick. Noah has Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Fruity Pebbles, Golden Grams, and Count Chocula.
It's a good draft.
I
They do
have
have a tagline. Sorry, you go ahead.
I have Lucky Charms, Reese's Puffs, Honey Nut Cheerios, and Cookie Crisps. Will has Captain Crunch, Koala Crisps, O's, and Crackling Oat Brand. And Cole has Frosted Flakes, Cocoa Puffs, Honey Bunches of Oats, and Honey Nut Scooters.
And the tagline of Cracklin' Oat Bran is, an open box is an empty box.
That's a great tagline.
Is Raisin Bran still available?
Dude, okay.
Andrew's asking if Raisin Bran
For-
is still available.
If one of my other ones would have got taken, I would have picked Raisin Bran Crunch. 100%.
Can I draft Raisin Bran Crunch to my team?
Andrew has Raisin Bran Crunch.
Dude,
You guys,
also-
85-year-old
legitimately so
women.
good.
Also, if you want to talk about a cereal box mascot that would dominate Count Chocula, it's Sunny. He's just the sun
Ooh, good
with
point,
big
good point.
scoops of.
Yeah, get dominated.
Yeah, sorry, Noah.
Big raisin guy.
So yeah, I think Andrew's team would win in a mascot fight.
Does anyone else
Just
want
if
to
you
know
has
your
the
cereal's
sun.
tagline?
We should. Our next draft should be cereal mascot battle royale.
That is on the list.
Is it actually?
It is actually on the list. So some
That's awesome.
notable undrafted Fruit Loops.
I'm so glad that wasn't taken. Fruit
I
Loops
like
give me
Fruit
a
Loops.
headache.
So I was gonna take Fruit Loops, but I don't actually like Fruit Loops. So I didn't.
You were going
I'm
to
not
sell
like
out.
Cole. I'm
You
not
almost
like
did what I
Cole.
did, yeah.
I didn't want to sell out, so I went with Count Chocula because I like.
I'm
this.
so.
I think Count Chocula is a better pick anyway.
I like Fruit Loops. Is between that and Cookie Crisp for me. I like Fruit Loops a lot. I
Koala
like
Crisp does
Honey
not
Smacks.
have a tagline.
sense.
Something.
Koalas.
My hot take that I sold out a little bit, and I took the version that I like less of a cereal. It's really close for me. My favorite type of Cheerios are regular Cheerios.
Really?
I love regular Cheerios.
Would have been a bad pick, though.
Yes, I get flack for that a lot, and I also
have you
think
ever-
that the milk at Honey Nut Cheerios makes it worth it, though.
Yeah.
Have you ever had the apple cinnamon Cheerios? Those are really good.
Ooh, I hated them.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love
very
those.
bad.
Really?
Thank God you
I
didn't
don't
draft
like
those because I would have torn you apart.
That was like on my list. That was my next pick.
Anyone ever had corn pops?
yes.
No.
Yeah, those
Yes,
suck.
I've seen them before. I
Those
have
are
not had
everywhere.
them.
I've never had
They
them.
were my mom's favorite cereal, so we had them a lot. They're not bad. I would never draft them, but not bad.
Yeah.
What about Rice Krispies?
What about the s'mores cereal?
Cocoa
Some more
Krispies
what?
are okay. Actually, so s'more cereal. I was at Walmart the other day and I was
just
looking.
bodied Noah.
I was actually looking. The only reason I was in the cereal aisle is I was looking through at the cereals for this draft to make sure there wasn't anything I was missing. A Walmart employee was walking past with the cart filled with stuff, and he turns to me like, "Hey, you know what? I'd like. You know what's great? It's a s'mores cereal." And like, you need to try it. And I'm like, oh, really? And he kept talking to me about it. So like, I felt pressured. I went and grabbed a bag. I'm like, thanks, I appreciate that. I'll try them out. He walks off. I put him immediately back and walked off.
That guy actually worked for them for s'more
talking to
cereal.
himself.
He is s'more.
Right. Any other
S'more what?
honorable mentions? I think we covered a
Yeah,
lot of them.
I ate a lot of healthy cereal growing up.
Yeah.
Just because.
All right. What did we learn today?
Cole has no soul when it comes to drafting.
It's a good
Cole's a
that's a good
sellout.
point. Okay, I didn't learn this today, but I learned that Trey prefers cereal without milk. And every time I think of it, I think I'm waking up from a nightmare. Because I can't live in a reality in which someone believes that. But I learned
designed
that.
for milk.
I mean, I'm lactose intolerant, and you will never see me eating cereal without milk. I will suffer. Actually, I'll take a lactose pill, and it'll be fine. But
All right. No, what did you learn today?
I learned about 3 new cereals in a cereal draft. I'm gonna start with Koala Crisp. I cannot believe. I can't believe that one.
I can't believe
Try
that
it,
Will
man.
is saving
You gotta go to Whole
wallet.
Foods though. I don't think they sell it at Walmart.
only at Whole Foods?
Yeah. I won't lie, it's $5 a box, but go get it, and it's really good, very tasty.
Yeah, and
then
then
once you win the lottery, you can go buy it.
It's only $5. It's just a
And you know it's
vast
not
exaggeration.
$5? Honey Nut Scooters. The amount of food you could get
They're giving those
for the
suckers
same
out for
price, they might pay you to take it, to be honest.
free. Please take these off our hands.
Someone have another.
They take the extra crispy Honey Nut Cheerios that weren't sold and put them back in a bag and just ship them off.
Oh my gosh.
It's a good pick.
I learned
You
2
hate
things
that pick.
today. One, I learned that Noah is super passive aggressive / straight up aggressive on planes when people are reclining their seats.
Just kicking it.
And then I also learned that moose can in fact die.
I thought they were immortal.
This whole time.
did someone check and see if they can actually dive? Like
Okay.
dive down. Clearly
They can definitely
Video.
die. They're not immortal.
Clearly they can dive though.
Yeah,
If they're- if
I don't
killer
know if
whales
I
are-
don't know if I've seen them diving, but when I saw pictures of it, I know I saw them in the water,
Ooh,
kind of
this is kind
swimming.
of sad. Without their warm coats, the moose can essentially freeze to death, so they can die.
I learned that moose can freeze to death without their coats.
All right, we would like to thank our sponsors. What is? I don't even know. What
Scarlet Letter, Core Scarlet Letter,
yes,
Passion Fruit.
that thing. The North Face, palm tree hoodies.
Yeah, got him.
Cole's wedding photos.
Tim Tebow.
Tim Tebow. That's right. Mission driven. And that'll do it for us
And all
today.
the cereals. that we
All,
talked
yes,
about.
all the cereals. Proud and loyal sponsors of the show.
I actually paid Honey Scooters to talk about them.
I really hope you got paid to
Hashtag
plug
advertise.
Yeah, Honey Nut Scooters knew what was going on.
So you can listen to us. I mean, you've listened to us already. Follow us on Instagram, wasteoftime_pod. You can go to Apple Podcasts to listen and click that 5-star on there. Yeah, we're selling out, asking for some ratings here. So give us a rating. Thank you guys for listening.
Peace.